So the Tesla Cybertruck hasn't been selling all that well, which is still a shock to me considering I think it's a good car for the money, particularly at the current price that it's sitting at. The dual motor all-wheel drive Cybertruck costs $69,900 in the United States. Honestly, even though I know a lot of people hate them and a lot of people hate Tesla, if you were to sell these in Australia for that price, they would sell incredibly well. There is so much pickup truck demand here in Australia that I don't think people would care. As long as the thing has good range and it can charge well, and it's a proper truck, I think they'd be selling like crazy. But unfortunately, we don't have it yet here in Australia. And it may never come as well. However, interestingly, apparently, of the 7,071 Cybertrucks registered in the United States during the fourth quarter of last year, so 7,071, 1,280 of those went to SpaceX. Another 60 of them was sold to Elon Musk's other businesses, including XAI, The Boring Company, and Neuralink, meaning that 1,339 Cybertrucks, or 19% of all Cybertrucks sold in the final 3 months of last year, went to one of Elon Musk's assortment of companies. So that's more than $100 million of Cybertruck purchases from SpaceX, Neuralink, The Boring Company, and XAI. It's kind of intriguing here to see these numbers, and I'm actually kind of intrigued to know why people aren't buying them. Do people think they're not good? Are they just saying, well, we'll wait until something better comes, or they don't like Tesla brand, or I mean, what is it? So Tesla originally said they'd sell 250,000 Cybertrucks per year, and you can see why. They had more than 1 million pre-orders. But obviously, to be fair on people in the US, Tesla did say the specs would be better originally than what they ended up being in terms of range and price. Although inflation is a big factor here that we have to kind of weigh in. Inflation just went ballistic for a few years before the Cybertruck even got to market. But anyway, the Cybertruck did become a flop, unfortunately, even though I personally quite like it. I don't understand why there's so many haters, but it did. And then Ford, I mean, they cancelled the F-150 Lightning as well. So now really there's 3 electric trucks in the US that I think are pretty good. The Cybertruck, the GM, actually there's a couple of GM electric trucks now, isn't there? There's GMC and there's Chevy electric trucks. And then there's also the Rivian electric truck. And I think they're all good. I think any of those would sell really well in countries like, like Australia, where we love pickup trucks here as well. Now, I should say that I think that because Tesla sold a much cheaper Cybertruck in the month of February, end of February and March, that they're likely to have sold a lot more Cybertrucks in 2026 versus the same months in 2025. So Tesla initially launched the new all-wheel drive Cybertruck for $60,000 US, which was an absolute bargain, but it only stayed that price for a very short period of time. So I just had a look on Tesla's website. It's now $69,990. The premium all-wheel drive version is $79,990. And the Cyberbeast is $99,990. Now, there's a few options. You can get the monthly subscription for full self-driving. That's $99 a month. You can't actually buy full self-driving for the Cybertruck if you want to own it. You have to get the subscription. And you, of course, can cancel your subscription. You can renew it whenever you want. It's got a tow package is included, so that's good. You don't have to pay extra for that. It comes with 18-inch wheels that give it 325 miles of range, but if you get the bigger wheels, the 20-inch core wheels, the range is apparently the same. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe the tires are smaller. So there's a terrestrial armor package. That's $3,000 US. There's not many options for this vehicle, actually, when you think about it. The terrestrial armor package is an underbody battery shield and heavy-duty rock sliders for superior protection against rugged terrain, rough roads, and curbs. Kind of sounds expensive to me at $3,000 US. But anyway, that's the price. Now, other than that, there's really no other options. You can get a charger if you want, a mobile charger, power share bundles. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the actual truck modifications, it's surprising not to see Tesla offer a bunch of different options. There are actually accessories that you can get though. So accessories include, there's a pet liner, there's all-weather interior liners, tailgate ramp, there's a cooler, which is pretty cool. That's $700. literally cool, pun intended. There's crossbars. Those are $800, roof racks. So, yeah, I mean, why has it been such a sales flop? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool because it could save you a lot of money. Guys, click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description. Tesla Cybertruck sales have been honestly a shocking disappointment to me. I don't know what the hell happened to their 1 million orders, and they didn't have them. By the way, I still have an order in, but Tesla doesn't plan on sending these vehicles to the little old Australia, although we are a big country. We don't buy that many cars. So Tesla have, well, tried to drum up some demand by reducing prices for the Cybertruck. They've just revealed a new dual motor version, all-wheel drive, dual motor, $60,000 US, which is actually quite a bargain. And they've also reduced the price of the Cyberbeast, which is the tri-motor version. That's had a big discount. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to have you with us. If you're not already a YouTube member, please sign up because that's what helps me to do these videos and to put out lots of content. I normally put out 5 or 6 videos a day. If you're not seeing those videos in your feed, then maybe bookmark the channel and check it every day. Or you can subscribe to our newsletter and then you'll get those videos emailed to you. The sub $60,000 Cybertruck is officially a reality in the US. It is honestly really good value. By aggressively trimming premium features while maintaining the utility that makes the Cybertruck actually a pretty good vehicle, Tesla has successfully made the contractor edition. It's like the work truck, I guess you could say. If you're looking for a vehicle to tackle a job site, or honestly, if you're just looking for a pretty good value electric pickup truck, I think this is it. Anyway, Tesla has restructured and renamed the Cybertruck lineup. So there's now a new dual motor all drive. How do these vehicles compare, pricing, etc.? Let's have a look at it. Priced at just $59,990, so $60,000 US. The new base model strips away the premium price tag, but keeps the powertrain specs that actually matter. Now, guys, if you're thinking to yourself, $60,000 is not that good of a deal, this is a big vehicle. This is bigger than a Ford F-150. So you're not just, you're not paying $60,000 for something that's not the size of a Ford Ranger. It's bigger than a Ford F-150. So yeah, you're getting a 123 kilowatt battery. You're getting 48 volt architecture. It's actually pretty impressive. So it utilizes the same mechanical front and rear diffs as the premium all-wheel drive, delivering an EPA range of 325 miles and 0 to 100 or 0 to 60 miles an hour. So 0 to 96 kilometers an hour takes 4.1 seconds. For $60,000, that sounds like a bit of a bargain. Is it though? Well, let's have a look at this chart here from Not a Tesla app. And this shows you the price, right? 325 miles of range, the same range as the premium all-wheel drive, which costs $20,000 more.